Greetings in the mighty name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I the First. Jah Rastafari, light of I and I life, light of I and I world. Greetings ones and ones. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in I and I sight, oh man, oh Jah. Yes, ones and ones. I and I. When I and I speak Rastafari, I and I like to speak through the lens of Rastafari, and as I like to think of I and I self as one of sovereign mind, you know, sovereign thinking. And in this regard, I always ponder the continent and the name Africa. Come across information because we like to read. I would like to know our story, so we come across certain information. And some of the story that I and I come across is to once and once declare that the continent was named after a Roman by the name of what them say, Publius Cornelius Scipio. Or Scipio Africanus, because them say him get the name after him defeat the great Hannibal, the African general out of Carthage. And them say I saw the continent get it name. Now that probably is up for debate too, because many different school of thought, everybody have their own concept of what presented to us as the name of the continent called Africa, the black space, you know, the black lands, in reference to a pigment, the carbonated pigment, or some would like to say melanin. But I and I as a Rasta, I like to think about things, and in thinking sometimes information or thoughts manifest and you present it. So in this regards, I and I represent, and the reason why this sound is in regards to, again, the continent, and this is what I'm going to advance now. Them tell us the continent name Africa. So, and this is a name, as far as I and I is concerned, was given by conquerors. Like I say again, people will debate it. But being that it's up for debate, I and I advance the name for the continent, and we all call it ANKHNATION. ANKHNATION, because Ankh is the symbol of life, the ancient Egyptian symbol that represent life. Now, in manifesting or advancing this one, the reason why is that it is proven that the so-called continent, what them call Africa, the black lands, is the mother for all civilization, the birth, all indigenous come from the continent, the black land. You also have some authors and scholars that establish the Al-Kaaba land. But like I say, I and I pray and think about things. I'm like ANKHNATION, because we are the people who give life to the world. So hence, and we are the foundation. So I think ANKHNATION, I and I have embraced the term ANKHNATION. And the reason why, again, I and I advance the term ANKHNATION for represent I and I, is that everybody come, or everyone, every conqueror come and name the continent where they want to name it. The Greeks say Ethiops, which represents say Ethiopia, or represent the whole continent at one space and time. You know, you have the the Asians and the Kemet, what them say, but them refer Kemet to a specific geographic land space now, which the Asian them view different. Because you have Upper Egypt, where the Greeks them turn Kemet into Egypt and call it Upper and Lower Egypt. Lower Egypt are down to the where they call the Mediterranean area that's come now. And upper that be back in Sudan, all the way back to present day what them call Ethiopia. Or the land of the Cushites. And I must say different names. But and I are privy to these kind of names still. But nonetheless, I feel like I in a this space and time, we call it Al-Kabelan. And it makes sense and it fit I. You know what I mean? Because we are creators. And out of the blackness come creation. So if we are creators, why we can't recreate and create I own identity? And this is what Rastafari is about to. Reclaiming and restoring I identity. And stop taking on school of thoughts or ideology where people give it and say we will run with it. You know what I mean? So, and the more I think about it, the more I like it. And the more it fit I. ANKHNATION. The people who give lives to nations. And is it so? Them scientists, them archaeologists, them anthropologists, name it. Declare it so. And even if you go on them scientific DNA and all these things, them say life originated from out of Africa. So therefore, these are for the ones who want to run with this indigenous vibration now. So they are indigenous. All indigenous originate in an ANKHNATION, aka so-called Africa. This is where all indigenous is from. But another reason why I advance the name, because you see the term Africa, not for I shy away from that, because the presentation over the centuries of Africa being less than. And the truth be told, nobody wants to be identified with anything less than. You see where I come from? So that is another reason too. So I now, from this day forward, when I hear I sound off, and I speak through the lens of Rastafari, here I reference ANKHNATION, it is a redemptive, a distinctive description for the black continent, what them call so-called Africa, ANKHNATION, because we are the creators. And if we create, from then, we still are create now, so why not create our own name? Anyone's are ones who gives ear to I sound can give me a sound on it and tell me what you think. But for right now, it feel right and it's positive because it defines and reflects I. Because we are powerful people. And if you have a name that represents you and represent the whole of creation and know say your foundation of creation rests in you, the creators. You know what I mean? Even though now you still a creative, but you not get credit for it said speed. But right at this space and time, I love ANKHNATION. And if you disagree, let me know. But for right now, again, I just have like a meditation on the continent, and it's a name that it represents I is Rastafari children, you know. We can name our continent. Because I want to know. We can name it ANKHNATION. And the beauty about it is I name it. And nobody tell I just like when I declare Rastafari. And no boy can come tell I say Rastafari. I tell them. So I Rasta. And his Imperial Master Emperor Haile Selassie is I God, because I say so. Jah Rastafari. I declare it so. We don't need no permission. As I from them time till now, since I manifest on this space here, this social platform here, and I speak through the lens of Rastafari. It's for I reclaim our sovereignty. sovereign mindset. You know what I mean? And realign and restore I and I sovereignty of mind. And then get back to order the world or order the continent as it should be under the banner of Rastafari. And Rastafari is really one soul, oneness. One God is Imperial Master Emperor Haile Selassie the first. Jah Rastafari, one aim. Return, reclaiming the black continent where I and I advance now as ANKHNATION. Reclaim and restore to I and I, the rightful holder. You know what I mean? And our destiny is to organize and centralize. Yeah, man. And organize and centralize is the dictator of his imperium as the Emperor Haile Selassie the first to the elders of Rastafari in 1966. You know what I mean? So I and I have to live to that reality and make Rastafari more practical. You know what I mean? So that I and I saw in relation to ANKHNATION, the continent, so-called Africa. Yeah. So I and I go seal it up with that. You know what I mean? And continue to hail the king. His Imperial Master Emperor Haile Selassie the first. Jah Rastafari as I and I God and King. Simply because I and I say so. No other reason. I and I declare the king. And nobody can take Rasta from I and I. And nobody can say them the I and I Rastafari. Because Rastafari is a manifestation out of I and I divine. You see it? And the picture, the face, the package that represent his imperial majesty. You know what I mean? The highest moral representation. If you look for a self-esteem booster as a so-called black man or carbonated being in the earth, you can look upon the king, because we know say there was none since the diaspora in a recent time. There is no other black man where I and I see since them brought us over here as captives and turned I and I into slave. I and I have never seen one like the king. The white people, not just regular white people, but monarchs and dignitary prostrate themselves and bow down to the king. We have never seen it from that time, and we don't see it again in a present time. So I and I aspire, yeah, I and I aspire to try like the king and restore I and I greatness. I make the world recognize and acknowledge, just like November 2nd, 1930, the white world, the European world acknowledge the king. That is Rastafari. Restore and organize I and I. For the whole world again recognize I and I greatness as ANKHNATION people. Yes, I. So, I just say there, you know, give thanks for the time. To let I and I on the ear, so I and I can speak Rastafari and sound out through the lens of Rastafari side. Ones and ones can fully grasp the depths of Rastafari. You know what I mean? Resistance, restoration, realignment. You know what I mean? Rastafari. Blessed love.